Okay, today we're going to look at a down the throat view, and I'll do some other angles on another video. But this is a walnut cracker that uses a drill, and this is a 1/2 inch drill. And there's my walnuts already shelled and dried, so they're ready to be shelled. And this has a cover here. I've got it open, but you can close it. Keep all that from popping back up in your face. But I wanted to look down the throat of it so you can see how this thing actually works. Let me see if you can see it. There's like a blade. It's down there in the bottom. It's kind of like a square blade. Let me zoom in a little bit. And today we're just going to look right down the throat of it so you can see around how it works. That should be good now. Alright, so you can see the drill is actually connected to a shaft there, and that shaft is like a little square blade, and I'll turn it slowly so you can see it. And then you have an adjustment. There's a piece here on the back side that kind of grabs the walnuts, and there's a threaded adjustment here on the front. So let me back out a little bit. You can see the adjustment is here. So you adjust it for the size of the walnut. And then after you break some in half, you can adjust it down for smaller pieces and things like that, and you can kind of run it through the machine more than once and it breaks them up. So let's just start with a couple walnuts, get it going, then you can I might have to adjust it, but this way I think at least you can see right how it eats them up down in this thing. It's going to be real noisy. Alright, so I'm probably close. You really don't have to adjust this thing too much. I'm going to turn it out just slightly. I probably got a little bit too tight, and then we'll throw a few in and see how that looks. Come out a little bit more. So let's get going through it a little bit faster. So this is what it looks like. So what you do is you run it through and you get the full size ones you run through, and then you get stuff like this, and then you adjust it down a little tighter and you can run these bigger ones through. So basically I think the best way is to get the nut meat out the best you can on the first run. So you do a run like this, and then you put these in a bucket, and you do some more, and you get you a nice 5-gallon bucket that looks like this, and then you go through and get nut meat out of the ones you can, and then all the pieces you got left you bring them back and you run it through again. So, but it's very fast compared to a regular cracker. We've got one that you do by hand, and it cracks okay. It's still a lot of effort because it's not breaking them up in pieces like that. And I realize it does eat up some of your nut meat too, so you have to take that into consideration. But all that's down on the bottom, so you can go through there and look in the, let's see if I can get a shot of what it looks like down there. Actually, maybe you can just kind of see what it looks like right there. Let's zoom in on that and see what that looks like. Alright, well there's just some I put right there. And then, okay, there you go. Here's what it looks down in the bottom of the bucket. So this is a device you can buy off eBay. We've got a website as well. Look for Nutcracker. I forget the name of the website off the top of my head, but pretty neat little deal. All aluminum. It's fairly sturdy, I would say. And then you just basically have an adjustment on it. So you hook your drill there, and you kind of see it's got a piece of Velcro that they give you. It's right here, and you wrap it around the handle to keep the drill from moving, and chuck it up on the shaft where the cutter is. And then it says you have to have a 1/2-inch drill. I haven't tried a small one, but probably so my drill there uses about 7 amps. So even though I'm off grid, that's very usable. It's a lot faster, and you can then adjust it and run more through and get smaller pieces out of it, which might be a handy way of doing it. We're going to kind of start with this, and we'll see how that plays out, and then we'll come back and do some more later, and I'll do a little bit newer video and show you what the machine looks like and so forth. So thanks for watching Branson Solar.